guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and I am excited to do a new review for you guys today. It's on a product that just launched maybe about a month ago. So it's July. I think it launched in June. So it just came out in stores and Sephora not too long ago. The only way that you can purchase this was online. And I'm the type of person that I like to do swatches, look at it in person, and then I can determine if I want to purchase it or not. I am a customer who is buying this. This palette is $65, which is a lot of money, and I believe it's only 18 eyeshadows. So therefore, I like to go in person. I like to look at the product. I like to swatch it. I like to feel it out. I like to see what is the pigment like. I like to see all of that. So in this video, I'm going to do a review. I'm going to give you my thoughts, my feedback on if I think it is worth the $65 or not. We'll do an overall review on just the packaging, how nice it is, how I'm gonna actually do a little eye tutorial too, just for you guys. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so this is the newest palette from Huda Beauty, and this is their Rose Gold palette remastered. And this is basically a revised palette that she did. I guess a lot of people were complaining before about the foil shadows and how they were. Me personally, I did not get the first palette, so I don't know the difference between either or. This palette does go for $65, so you know, it's like really expensive for me. So I'm just gonna open this up and show you guys what it looks like inside. Off the back, this packaging is just gorgeous. I mean, look at that. I feel like the brand is a little expensive for me. I have tried their liquid lipsticks in the past. Like, everybody raves about them, but for me, I don't know if it's just maybe my type of lips. Like, sometimes they're really dry no matter how much I put like chapstick on them or whatever. But I feel like, you know, they're really, the color is nice, the pigment is nice. However, I just feel like I have so many wrinkles in my lips, so they go deep in my lip, and it just sometimes looks weird. So I have to put something sometimes over it, and I do always make sure I put chapstick on before I put the product on. So I don't know if you guys can give me some tips. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what helps you guys. Please let me know, because I actually do like I like how it looks. It's just, I need to figure it out. So look at the packaging. The packaging is gorgeous. Look at how beautiful she is, and look, it's just so stunning. Look at the pink, and then if you look at her eyeshadow. When I do like that, it just looks so pretty, that halo effect. It's like she has that pop right in the center of her eyelids, then that's just gorgeous. So when you open it up, it's a mirror in there, and then it is again her face, which is so pretty. I'm gonna find a place to hang it up. It's so cute. And then you have the eyeshadows. Look at all these colors. They are so beautiful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to swatch them on my hands, and I am going to show you what they look like swatched. Okay, so this one here is 24 karat. This one here is pink diamond. This one here is rose gold. Trust fund. This one is fling, and this one here is Dubai. And I'm sorry for like the swatches. Like, this is the first time I'm actually swatching them like this. So I think out of all of these colors here, rose gold probably gave me the least. Was not the most pigment. I had to go in it a few times. It came out a little streaky, so I'm a little worried about that, because you know, this is the rose gold palette, so it's like this is like the star of the show, so that's like kind of weird for me. Okay, so the next row is, this one is bubbly. This one is bubbly. This one is moon dust. This one is blessed. This one is the mirror. This one is Doll Face, and this one is Risky. Risque? I don't know. I didn't have a cup of coffee. Please excuse me if I don't, you know, like, I usually have coffee. I don't have any, so I'm really tired. But I'm filming this video for you guys, so please. So this one is Trust Fund. This one is Fling and Dubai. This is the third row. Like, I don't know what's up with my swatches. Like, why can't I just go straight down instead of going on the side? Who does that? Yvonne does that. But whatever. This one up here is Sandwood. This one is Henna. This one is Man Eater. This one is Suede. This is Black Truffle. And this is Cocoa. I think that Man Eater and Black Truffle, I don't feel like the quality of swatching them was really good. I feel like it's a little faded. Let me get up close. It's not like real pigment. But these are just swatches, and this is the first time I'm swatching them. Maybe I'm not swatching them right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an eye tutorial so that you guys can see them in person, how they work.
Round and round we go, losing self-control. I keep telling myself, but I don't wanna let you know. Is this what we become? Strangers on the run, looking for something, chasing the sun. All those days, trying to find a place where you'll make them just be alone. All those nights lying by your side, like it's a vibe, feeling it shine under your spotlight. Like it's a vibe under your spotlight. That's the way every day goes. Looking back, I know we started falling. We were falling in love, yeah. Took my heart and you rode off. Was a feeling never enough for you, baby? When you left me chasing you, trying to find a place where we can be alone. All those nights lying by your side, like it's a vibe, feeling it shine under your spotlight. A place where you'll make them just be alone. Like it's a vibe under your spotlight. Round and round we go, losing self-control. I keep telling myself, but I don't wanna let you know. Is this what we become? Strangers on the run, looking for something, chasing the sun. All those days, trying to find a place where you'll make them just be alone. All those nights lying by your side, like it's a vibe, feeling it shine under your spotlight.
guys, I'm done putting on the rest of my makeup. I did most of it off of camera just because it's taking time. I wanted to just focus on the eyeshadow palette, so I didn't want to do like a whole face. It didn't make sense because I'm reviewing the palette. So my thoughts on the packaging is, I think this packaging is beautiful. I like how her eyeshadow pops and it actually matches where it says beauty. So I think that was pretty cool. I think the colors are really gorgeous when you swatch them. I think honestly I can't give like a full review just because I feel like I need to play with the palette more. I went a little dramatic today. I actually feel like I didn't do the best eyeshadow makeup today. Like I'm having an off day. Everybody has an off day, and I'm still gonna post this video just because it takes a lot of time and effort just to, you know, put your makeup on, record, getting the right lighting and everything else. So I'm gonna do that, but I will say, I will give you some of my opinions. To be honest with you, the color Black Truffle, which is the darkest shade, the black color, I feel like it was kind of patchy. I feel like it didn't go on right. I don't know if I can zoom in, but you see here, right here, it's like a patch that's like missing, and there's nothing wrong with my primer or anything else. I just felt like it was really kind of hard to blend out. I don't feel like the black had a lot of pigment in it, so that was kind of like disappointing. The other colors, like my favorite, Man Eater, which is like the reddish color in there, and did like the color Fling. I used the color Fling and Rose Gold in my eye for the crease. I tried to do like a little cut crease, but I found it difficult because the best payoff that you get is actually applying the eyeshadows with your finger. So I usually use either these two fingers, but when you really think about it, my finger is like really, it's okay for my lid part, but once I try to get to my cut crease, like it would go over. Try to take my brush, my Sue Devitt brush, which is like so small, and I tried to apply the shadow with the brush to try to get up here, and it just was not working for me. So I still have to work on that and see, like, you know, how can I play with this palette more, and how can I get the best out of the eyeshadows. I did find when I took my brush and put it on a wipe that it did apply it a lot better, but it's just like, it's like, do I really want to do that? I don't know. I'm paying $65 for this. Like, with taxes comes out to $70. I feel like that's pretty pricey for just 18 shades. I feel like I want the best payoff for my buck, and some of the shades were just kind of patchy and streaky. I didn't like it. I do love the colors. I think that they are so beautiful. Man Eater and Doll Face was pretty nice. I did use the color Moon Dust in the corner of my eye, so I thought that was pretty cool. I would have to play around with this palette more just to see if I really like it. I'm gonna try and do more eye looks, maybe not film them, but try to post them on my Instagram to see how I feel about them. I will say I do like the way the shadows do feel when you swatch them, when you touch them. So when you put your finger in the pan, sometimes things could feel like a little rough. Like, for instance, my NARS Orgasm blush, I feel like after a while, like when you put your finger on it, or maybe the brush, like it feels rough when you touch the actual blush. I don't know if like I can compare it to like an eyeshadow or whatever, but I feel like, you know, this putting my fingers around the pigments and the eyeshadow, I feel like it was really smooth. In this palette, you do get 9 foil cream eyeshadows. I guess that's what they call them. I'm not sure. I didn't do too much research on it. I wanted to do basically like a first impressions on just the palette. I do think that the colors are super gorgeous. They are gorgeous. Can say that I can appreciate, Huda, what you did. I don't know how you did the formula, but it's not a lot of fallout. It's not a lot of fallout, and I appreciate that because look, I digged into all the eyeshadows and there's not fallout on the whole palette. So I can appreciate that very much. I can appreciate that there's like my palette still looks pretty clean. So, and that means that it's not a lot, you're not losing any pigment. So I really do appreciate that. So I think that's pretty cool. There's 18 eyeshadows. So there is 9 foils and 9 mattes. I really love matte colors, so I really like that. I think you can get a variety of different looks with this eyeshadow palette. Like this is a warm palette. There's no doubt about that. You do have a few like cool tones in here, which I would say is overall. I feel like I could have done a better job with my eyeshadow, so I'm not going to drag this palette in the mud, and I'm not gonna put it up to the high heavens and say it was like the best palette. I have to play with it more just so that I can give you guys a really good description, a real good review on it. You know, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm not saying it's good. I personally just feel like I have. I think Huda is beautiful. Look at that. I think she's like the perfect face for her own brand. I can't compare it to the old palette because I've never used it, so I don't know. I wish I could compare it but that came out like a while ago and it's not in stock anymore, of course, because it's remastered. So I will say that I'm going to say that this palette is okay, and you know, maybe in the future, maybe I can give an honest review on playing with it, maybe for like a week or two, and let you guys know how it really is. What's the tea, like what's the scoop. But that black truffle, I'm not really feeling it. I feel like that for a black eyeshadow, it's really not pigmented, and it's like really patchy and blotchy on my eye. And that patch right there, just I wasn't feeling it. So yeah, that's my review. And if you guys like my videos, please follow me on social media. And you can catch me on Instagram and Facebook, and it's the same thing as letmebeyourmirror.glam. So I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.